Welcome back. This year's Boston's all-documentary film festival, GlobeDocs, includes a locally produced film. Cathedrals follows filmmaker Dan Algrant as he goes on a journey to find his former co-director of a 1976 film about the life inside the Cathedral Housing Project in Boston's South End. What he uncovers along the way are thought-provoking reflections on race and community and how much has changed or hasn't in the decades since. Here's a look.
It's all black and white. It's all black and white, and I made it with this guy who lived in these housing projects. What's difficult is not knowing how Don's gonna react. If he remembers it, does he remember it as magical as I did? Did it matter to him?
Oh my God, now I recognize you. Look at that.
I recognize you, man.
46 years ago, you came into the South End of Boston looking to make a film. Some people said it's about being exploited. They would say, you're never gonna see him again.
I couldn't sleep, so I actually took a sleeping pill. I still couldn't sleep. I was just thinking about what happened. I think you'll find Kevin Thames from Cathedral.
Yes.
Kevin's the kid that's 10 years old that has a scar that covers half of his face. He has overcome a great deal and is a pretty strong person.
After I left the Blackstone from the last time we met, they started busing. I remember that. You had the adults throwing bottles and bricks at the buses.
When I grow up, I wish I have a nice house without move somewhere without no fighting, no riots.
It scarred me for life.
I understand.
It scarred me. No, you don't understand. Once I left home, it was like, boom. I didn't turn back. Never came back. Never came back. That's probably why I'm still alive.
Yeah, joining us today are filmmaker Dan Algrant and one of his collaborators on this film, Don Wright. Thank you so much for both of you for coming here.
Thanks
for having
us.
Oh my goodness. 50 years almost. You guys had been out of touch since you guys last saw each other. You come together, you go on this journey to find him. What made you want to embark on that journey to begin with?
Well, I thought if I could take the shot or take the risk when I was 16, I think I could take it when I was 60, you know, with a little bit more fear and a little bit more wisdom, and they sort of balance each other off, if you know what I mean. And it was hard to find him.
I was on the journey watching this documentary. I didn't know if you were going to find him. When you got word that Dan was looking for you and you got his number, you called and you said, I heard you're looking for me, basically. I mean, what was that moment like to hear that name again, someone that you worked on this project on over 40 years ago?
So when I got the call from my brother, you know, it was a message my brother said, hey, some white guy's looking for you. And I was like, okay. And he left his number. And so I called him, you know, and then it triggered this whole thing about, well, this is the guy that I made that documentary with. And I lost my copy. I wonder if he still has his.
But you thought I was a cop. Didn't you say you thought I was a cop? You said, I think you said your brother thought I was a cop.
That's what he had, the message that he had given me. And so I wasn't, you know, concerned about that.
Right.
You know, and so I called him up, you know, and now it's just become this journey that I didn't finish when the documentary was made. I never showed it to Kevin. He had never seen it. So it had been in my heart to like fix that.
Yeah.
Like I want to fix that. And I really didn't know how it was going to happen.
Let's talk about the documentary. The first one you guys made, you guys were teens. What made you want to go back, look at it again and say, hey, I want to explore, you know, everything that we covered in the 70s?
Well, I was sitting at home watching, frankly, it was the COVID. I was watching the George Floyd murder trial. And concurrently, COVID, cleaning the garage, and I found the film. I thought I'd lost it, and I watched it. I reconstituted it. And it was so powerful to see that boy. And it was even more powerful now than it was then. Because I think, although things in some ways have gotten better, I think they've gotten worse you know, in many ways. And we've talked a lot about that together. People are less likely to talk to each other, having a harder time. But, and then I decided, well, I got to go find him.
And you did.
And I did.
Not only did you find Don, you also found the young boy that you featured in that film. I mean, when you got in touch and were able to see that little boy, now all grown up, that you featured in the film, you know, how was it connecting again and connecting to the story you originally told over 40 years ago?
Yeah, so I, had moved away from the South End, like in '79, and I had went out to Western Mass, and I had never looked back. I stayed out there, and I never stayed in contact with anyone, And so when this opportunity came from Dan, and I was like, well, let's go find people that I know in Boston, and we'll find them, And that's exactly how it came about. We went to the project. I saw people who didn't remember who I was because I'd been gone so long, and I got the information that I was looking for, Yeah.
And Kevin didn't remember being filmed.
Right.
He didn't remember being filmed, and that was shocking to me, and it was shocking, to both of us, and it was really shocking to him.
Yes.
When he saw the film, it was quite moving. I saw him within 20 minutes. He's seeing the film of himself 45 years ago.
And he's crying.
He starts to weep, and I still weep when I see him watching it, and for all of us in some ways.
It's a beautiful journey. I recommend. I mean, it's a beautiful journey seeing you guys reconnect and seeing your reaction to the work you did in the 1970s to now. Worth watching this documentary. Don and Dan, thank you so much for bringing it to us and for joining us here today to talk about it. Cathedrals will be shown at the Brattle Theater in Cambridge next Sunday afternoon, October 26th.